Hello, all. It is Friday, November 16th, 2018. My name is Doris, and this is the Knit and Pearl Podcast, episode 163, old school recording. Hope y'all don't mind. I've been having a little bit of problems with the other camera. Not that it's not working, but that it is operator error, me trying to figure out how to set it up, and it seems like I set it up wrong every time. So we're just going to do what we used to do, and you'll get to see all the stuff, and you get to see, well, you can see my work in progress. But anyway, thank you if you are new. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that you will find something of inspiration and entertainment, and that if so, that you'd go down over here and click that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Well, thank you so much. And if you are returning, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate you coming by, hitting the thumbs up, leaving comments. It means so much to me, and I really, really appreciate it. I do this for me. I do this to try to connect with the knitting community around me and in the world and whatever. So that's all it is. In social media, I am One Fine Cow on Ravelry and Twitter. I am the number one Fine Design on Facebook and Etsy. And I am Doris M. Smith, all lowercase and smooshed together on Instagram. But alas, you don't have to remember that. You can go down and click the link for the show notes down below, which the show notes you can find linked in the down bar below. You can find also the beginning of the show notes is all the social media with clickable links, so you can go and follow me there and I'll follow you. And that would be wonderful. Another way that we can connect. This podcast has a Ravelry group, also linked in the down bar below. I do a podcast, every podcast, birthday shout outs. So this time it is from, I'm going to try to scoot this down where I can see it. And birthdays this time, from the 15th to the end of the month, we have Deb's Destiny, who is Debbie. Her birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Debbie. We have Nitty Turtle, who is Trish. Her birthday is on the 27th. That's a birthday that sometimes drops on U.S. Thanksgiving. And we have Schmosh 903, who is Sissy. Sissy used to be was my name until I started school. Everybody called me Sissy. And then when I got ready to go to school, my mother was outside playing, and my mother called my name, called me, Doris, come here. And I was like, what? And I walked inside and I said, Mom, why did you call me that? And she said, I just want to make sure you know what your real name was before you started school. So hi, Sissy. And happy birthday. Her birthday is on the 28th of November. So happy birthday, you all. I hope that you will have or did have a wonderful birthday, that you got good fibery gifts, that you got to do all that you wanted to do on your birthday. And by all means, enjoy your version of a birthday cake. Happy birthday, you all. So, and Deb's Destiny, by the way, she is a designer on Ravelry and has some really cool patterns. And she also has a podcast, the Never Cast Off podcast, which you can see right here on YouTube. If I think about it, I will link that. Hi, you guys. So, without further ado, we're going to the Knit Along, the October Pink Along. I decided to film on Friday instead of Thursday so that you people don't have to wait to find out who won this beautiful hand spun yarn of mine. It is Anzula. That I got it as fiber. We might have problems with. There we go. Anyway. However you record, there's always issues. Sorry about that. So we had 12 entries, and I wrote them down. One person knitted the survivor shawl, and she gets 2 entries. So, because she knit the survivor shawl. So, we have 1 through 12. And as soon as I get up my random number generator, I always have trouble finding it. Okay, there we go. Random number, and we have 1 through 12. So I'm going to try to show you 1 through 12. I'm going to hit generate. Number 8 is the winner. Number 8. Number 8 is Bookworm's Corner. Bookworm's Corner. I'm sorry, I don't know your real name. But she's the one who knit the survivor shawl. So contact me on Ravelry with your mailing address, and I will get this loveliness sent off to you as soon as I possibly can. Congratulations, and thank you all so much for your participation in the knit along. I don't know. I think I'm going to wait until after the first of the year to do another knit along, just because holidays. Yeah. Hope y'all don't mind. So that brings us to Story of the Week and Stash Enhancement. Let me just tell you all. Oh, here. I know I showed you this sweater finished object. I don't know if it was last podcast or the podcast. Yeah, it was last. And I couldn't really show you it, so I wore it today, not for the purpose of showing you, but because I was cold and I wore it to work today. So I'm just going to show you what the sweater looks like on. It's nice and roomy, which I like. I'm having a hard time knowing what size to knit these days. But yay, you get to see it in all its glory. It's wonderful. I've got a shirt on under it. There it is. I love it. And I got so many compliments today on my sweater. This is the flax. Yeah. Okay, so over the last 2 weeks, it has been business as usual pretty much. I have been working and coming home, taking care of house stuff, and then knitting. But I have been pretty much knitting almost monogamously, which you'll see in the whips. Also, I did some stashing, and you'll have to pardon me if I use somebody else's words, because I watched a new podcast this week. I actually binged over the weekend. I was watching the Periscoping Sisters, and she mentioned the Vicarious Knitting podcast, and I watched her. So I added stash because I have been vicariously knitting for some time, scoping out Ravelry for the finished objects, thinking about colors that I would knit this product in. So, and I've also been hearing a lot about Hobium yarns. So I went over there Saturday, perused the yarn weights and the colors, and I hit buy on Saturday, and the yarn came on Wednesday. I bought a sweater's quantity. albeit it is 75% acrylic and 25% wool. It's still very nice yarn. $16 plus $10 shipping. $26 for a sweater's quantity of yarn. And it's really nice. So I got Hobium.com. You know, they give you all the stuff. So this is contrast color number 1. It's yellow, a little bit more calmer than this yellow. Maybe not. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter than this yellow. And this is Cartapu. No, it says Comfy Wool Sport. And it is very soft and nice. It is by no means plasticky. It is a very nice acrylic yarn. That's first contrast color. Second contrast color is this color called Smoky Gray. Each skein has 300 and let me try to. It's like let's see. 306 yards of a DK weight. So contrast color 1, contrast color 2. And it's cheaper when you buy a bag of 5. This is contrast. This is the body of the color, the main color of the body, and it is gray, light gray, yellow, dark gray. I know these colors are not in my wheelhouse, but I like these colors. I like to wear gray. And I think this yellow will go very nicely. And I think this will go very nicely. So, can anyone guess what it is that I'm going to be knitting? That I have been knitting vicariously for a while? Did anybody guess? Yes, I'm going to be knitting the Tecumseh. I've been eyeing this pattern since it came out. I bought it when it first came out, and now as soon as I finish something else, we'll be casting this on. Oh, I'm so excited. And I want to break into this yarn and just start knitting so I can feel what it feels like. I mean, but it's nice. It's very nice. Anyway, just so you know. Also, in the show notes, there's a link to the pattern, the Tecumseh. Also been doing some vicarious knitting because I've been thinking, I want to knit a sockhead hat for me. I'm wearing shorter hair now, and it's getting winter, and I think I need a nice hat that I can just throw on and go because of the shorter hair. So I went looking in my cabinet over here for some sock yarn and daydreaming and wondering, and I pulled out this beautiful stuff that is definitely more in my wheelhouse. It is an opal that I've had for a while. And it is a Fantasti color, 19 Fantasti. I also found somebody who was knitting with it, and it is gorgeous, and it's going to be my sockhead hat. Sockhead hat. As soon as I decide what to do about the projects that are on my needles right now. Yes, I have whip issues. There's no faux, by the way. So we'll go on into the whips, and I have some whip issues. The chevron baby blanket has not been touched. And I'm not enjoying the knit. It's taking too long. So I am contemplating doing something different for the baby. I have this color, which has speckles of, flecks of different colors, all the colors of the rainbow, pink, yellow, blue, green. And I have this color, I'm going to crochet another star blanket for the baby coming in December. I'm going to crochet it. So I don't know if you can see, but I figured this might be, since we don't know what the gender of the baby is going to be until it's born, I thought this might be too feminine. So I thought this could be male or female. So I thought I would add it in and make it kind of a striped star blanket. What you think about that? So many things. So I'm going to put that aside and possibly frog it at some point, but it's not getting any work and I'm not enjoying it. So I see no reason to continue. Also, I did do a little bit of work, and I'm using my new bag from that I got. My Rhinebeck bag. And it is my Survivor shawl. And I'm not even sure if I moved this from last time. I'm not sure. I did pull this out and knit on it when my hands were tired from knitting the other thing. So I'm going to put this kind of on the back burner and not make it like it's going to be, I want the shawl, but it's not a priority right now. So when I want to knit something, I'll pick it up. So the final whip, the whip that's been getting most of my time this week, is this thing. Which, oh my God, I can't wait till it's done. I'm finished with the color work. This is where I was the last time you saw it. I finished the color work and I have about 4 more rows of the body to knit. Here's where the sleeve comes in. This is going to, it's going to require some aggressive blocking to block out my first time color work. But I want this so bad. I want it so bad. So, want it so bad. This is the back. So this has taken up my knitting time. And I need another 4 inches. And then I will do the sleeves. This is, and in case you don't know, this is the Tecumseh, this is the Ninilchik Swancho, which is a paid-for pattern on Ravelry by Boylan Knits, Caitlin Hunter. The yarn I'm using is Knit Picks, Wool of the Andes, and I use green, and this green is called Evergreen Heather. I used the blue, which is called Winter Night. And I used Fairy Tale. And the pink is called Blossom Heather. These are all 50-gram balls. I need two, probably I'm estimating two of the light pink 50-gram balls to finish this part. So, yep, there it is. My Knittle Chick Swancho. And it's heavy. And I think this is going to be my winter jacket. I love it. I love it so much. Okay. I kind of like this, being able to move around a little bit more and not being so concerned about the camera. So we'll see how the filming goes. I have been spinning. I started a new spinning project. I have to reach over here. I am almost finished with the first 2 ounces. It's going to be a 2-ply. Here's what it looks like. It's going to be so pretty. Blues, grays, browns. So pretty. And it's soft and squishy. This is from Into the World. I got this as a gift several years ago from a lovely viewer. It is a club colorway from April 2013 called Sansa. Let's see if you can see it. 4 ounces. It's BFL silk. And this stuff is spinning like a dream. Spinning like a dream. Okay. I did not touch the log cabin blanket. I think I've told you all about my stuff. I'm going to finish the Knittle Chick. And I'm going to start crocheting the star blanket. And I'm going to cast on a sockhead hat for me. And when the Knittle Chick Swancho is done, I'm casting on this. So I did find a Pinterest. All in the show notes. The show notes, I didn't call it out, but there's a link in the down bar below. It is at knitandpearl-doris.blogspot.com. There's a link in the show notes to the Pinterest find, which is Christmas, so to speak. And it's really cool if you're into like making your ornaments. It's 11 best creative ornaments. Number 10 is number 11. Excuse me, number 11 is painted snowmen. Can you see? Painted snowmen. And then this is a tea light ornament. Very cute. And we have glitter and glue coloring ornament. This is a mason jar lid ornament. Very cool. We have the cinnamon scented ornaments, which is cinnamon that you wet and then form into, use a cookie cutter. Very nice, very yummy smelling. DIY bird seed ornaments if you want to feed the birds this winter season. Cool. This one I thought was the most cool. hot chocolate ornaments. You fill the ornaments with hot chocolate mix. Like each ornament contains, let me see. I'm trying to get this where you can see it. This is one thing about recording like this. Getting used to knowing where to put your hands. DIY. Wow. There you go. Donuts. And this one is really cute. It's like baby's first Christmas. You stuff the baby bracelet, and the hat and stuff into an ornament. Oh, it's so sweet. Anyway, there's the number one is like the most fanciful. It is a pine cone ribbon. Isn't that beautiful? Anyway, if you're at all interested there is a link in the show notes that you can click on and go over and look at it for yourself. Finally, in the bottom of the show notes and in the down bar below, there is a link to my Etsy store. Please go over, have a look around, like a few things, and if you find something that you can't live without, I will happily sell it to you and ship it to you as soon as I possibly can. You might find something for Christmas for yourself or for somebody that you don't have time to take care of. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I so appreciate you coming and spending a few minutes of your time with me, knowing that there are so many more better, more professional podcasts out there. But you came and you spent some time with me. Please communicate with me in the down bar below. I would love to have a conversation. That's why I do this, to connect. So thank you so much. And I will see you in 2 weeks for the next episode of the Knit and Purl podcast. Bye.